what were some of those teachings that students would pick up knowingly or unknowingly from adults around them?
Yeah, I mean, well, me being a social studies teacher, I've always loved history. I feel history is so prevalent to everybody, regardless if you like it or not. You know, there's the old saying, those who do not learn their history are doomed to repeat it. And I love teaching that to my kids because it made so much sense to them when I tell them, if you don't learn from your mistakes or the past mistakes of your family, if you don't break that cycle that some of us in our community do live in, you know, cycle of poverty, cycle of addiction, of lack of addiction, of lack of education,
this housing.
Yes, all of this is circular, cyclical, absolutely. And it's up to a generation at some point needs to break off that specific cycle. It's not to demean or demoralize the past generations, because there's so much depth, you know, and stories behind why folks are living in this cycle. But again, that's a valuable lesson that I took from being in college, you know, and that's why I'm so grateful for really understanding and grasping that concept of like, I have the opportunity to break a cycle that may have existed for generations. Yeah. You know, I've met folks that literally broke off the cyclical disease of racism in their families. And they're like, this stops with me. Yeah. And guess what? Your kids and your grandkids in the future,
they're going to have a different
outlook.
Have
your last name will not have that outlook.
Yeah.
And that's so powerful, right?